Oh, hold on. And there we go. That should be good. So, hello, welcome everyone. Hope you are all doing fantastic. Uh, I've just been experimenting with some things. Hold on, I'm going to look up one thing because I'm hearing myself through my OBS. Huh? Alright. Yeah, there we go. That should be good. Hold on. Alright. Give me a minute, I'm just checking to see if... I'm gonna check real quick to see if the thing is that bad. Alright, with the thing, I meant you guys being able to hear my mouse clicks, which you can. Um... Alright. in. Oh, huh. Yeah, don't think that's gonna work. Hmm. Sorry guys, for now I don't really see any options to prevent you guys from hearing that, because my mic goes all the way around. I could at one point try, like, putting foam around the back and sort of making a dead side, but for now I'm just placing my... Nah, sorry, that's just too obnoxious. I can't hold it like that. Anyway, in celebration of the anniversary, they have launched some codes, which I'm going to check right now. Please keep in mind that I am not always going to be checking chat. Anyway, I will now... I'm currently getting the codes from the official Discord. And the first is Happy 2 Years. Crazy to think that the game has been existing for that long. And then we also have the code Thank You. So, first of all, we gotta open some strongest crates. That one was a miss. Another miss. Sadly enough, another miss. Final temple. Final shot. Nah. Um. Weird. Oh well. I honestly have no idea if I'm gonna be on time to claim the helicopter sorcerer. Don't even know if I'm planning on getting the gaze sorcerer. But we will see. So currently I don't really have any reason to do that because I have a Yuki, I have a Yuta, and I have 2 Gatos. So I have 2 Gatos, 3 Sukunas, and 2 Tojis. And yes, I do have a Harvester Curse, which has now become one of the... It's off the top of my head like the 3rd most valuable unit in the game now. Right behind Miracle and Summer-Yuji. I also managed to get myself 2 Megamis. However, the reason... I got those for a reason. Oh, I had a booster crate. Nice. So, the reason I had those was because of this. I want to have one of every base unit in the game. And that meant I was going to need to get myself another Gato. One Gato I just traded a bunch of trash for. That person, for some reason, accepted. The other one I traded a dupe to Yuta for. So, alright. The only one that I am missing, though, is Gojo, in order to get Awakened Gojo. But I do have a spare Toji, and then for the Awakened, for Meguna, I have 15 Finger Meguna, and I have a spare Megami. I got both of these from the Hell Mode 15. However, for now, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pop on over here, and I'm just gonna buy my 3 daily tickets. I currently have 51 of them. So I've been thinking about whether I should first to go for Gojo, but I only have tried Gojo, but in any case, I'm planning on getting all of them at one point. However, hold on, let me do some calculations. 0, 0. Oh, I already have 11 in total. 30 plus 40 equals 70. 130 minus 11 means 119 minus... How many tickets did I have? Hold on. Minus 51. I still need like another 60-something tickets. Which is the reason I'm not getting rid of those. But I've been thinking whether I should go for a Kenjaku or a Gojo first. Since I only have one Gojo. But the thing is, Awakened Gojo is the best. Yes, can't claim that. But I do think I am going to try to get my hands on some crystals, but I'm planning on doing that through the Culling Games game mode. Which, at the current moment, there are lightning contracts, there are justice contracts, and it's Higuruma and Kashimo. I'm currently soloing. I get 300 starting money, so I am going to grab... Bro, what is that? Hold on, achievements? Complete all achievements. +28 achievements, +1 unit slot. Oh wait, that's how you get your 6th unit slot. Right. Completely forgot about that. Anyway, I'm gonna... Alright. So the reason I'm actually using Hikari is because he has the Honored one, which makes him my best DPS. However, I'm also gonna grab myself a Sukuna. When do I completely forgot what I wanted. Oh, right, I wanted to check the challenges first. Nope, not worth it. So one of these costs 2,000. Anyway, I'm getting 1.2k from this. Hold on. Let me see what I want. Yeah, that's a bad special grade. So I currently, in total, have an 8% chance on finding a special sorcerer. We're just gonna go. We're gonna go for it. Alright, and we are in. I forgot that it's dead silent in these levels. So, my strategy here is to just use Megami. No, I'm currently trying to get I'm currently trying to get Heavenly Restriction on my Harvester Curse. I'm still surprised by how many views the video that I made for the competition got. I'd only made one. I didn't know you could make multiple videos. If I did, then I would have certainly done so. But, oh well. $1.1 thousand views. That is absolutely insane for me. However, for some reason it seems to have gone down. Probably bots? Something like that. That's likely. And then we simply place the Honored One Hikari. I've actually went to... I went to JJK in concert this Friday. Yeah, that's when I went. It was genuinely one of the best things I have ever attended. I cannot express the joy from the fact that I went there enough. They did so many iconic songs from the soundtrack. Your battle is my battle. Remember, if I am with you. Red Scale. It was just so incredibly peak. In my opinion, the best song that was played there was played. It was, in my opinion, the best song that was played there was Yuaka no Uta. I believe that's how it's pronounced. It's the ending of season 3. And they didn't just get some Joe Schmo to sing it either. I believe that it's pronounced George, but the singer who made that song, who made the ending, was there. And he sang it live. It was so incredibly peak. No. I should talk a lot more, and I closed my laptop, and I don't know why, since that's how I'm keeping track of my chat, since I don't have the space on my desk for a second monitor. My desk is small. Incredibly small. Oh, hello. Sorry, can't, I don't really have the opportunity to read chat that often. Hello, Anger Sherpa 3035. How nice of you to come watch. I should really pay more attention. Sorry, I've just been sort of out of it for the last few bits. I've had a rough week, but I'm just glad to be able to have some time to stream. Now then, hoping. I am hoping that Megami can do this on time. Oh, hold on, I can skip. Oh no. Please. Yes! We ain't cooked, boys! Anyway, how have you been doing? I'm gonna have to keep this closer here. Oh, your name is cutting off on the stream with chat. Hold on, let me just... There we go. No, but really, I am incredibly happy that you're here. You're one of my first viewers, so yippee! How have you been doing? Just out of all curiosity. Oh, you subscribed? Bro, thank you so much. That actually means so incredibly much to me. Since up until now, most of my subscribers were friends. Sorry that I hadn't seen your messages in chat once again. Hold on, I don't know if my mic is coming through. Let me check real quick. You may hear some. Hold on, no, I'm gonna temporarily disable my mic real quick just to check to see if it's on or. Alright, yeah. No, I can read that. I am going to have to end stream in a bit. However, I will be back after like 15 to 30 minutes with a different stream. Uh, reason being I need to go get some groceries. But, how's your day been? I honestly think that Hikari is a really underrated unit because of his ability to do domains without needing to be max level, and his domain is also just incredibly OP. For now, it's mainly just a waiting game. But good lord, it is... Let me check what's going on. My CPU and GPU are getting fried, good lord. No, they're not. But still, I have been seeing a noticeable drop in quality from my PC lately. And I can't seem to find the reason as to why. I do think I'm going to start... No. I think that for now, the most important order of business for me is getting Heavenly Restriction Harvester Curse. Okay, I don't know what's going on, dude. I'm just gonna turn off all possible background applications. Like, everything that I can turn off will be turned off, aka I will... No. No, but I hope that you've been doing well. That's Kashimo! That's Kashimo! That's Kashimo! Oh no. Okay. I was not expecting this. But a damage debuff doesn't mean anything if, Right, I completely forgot that I had Sukuna. Yes, 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 yes. Come on, Hikari. We see in Hikari versus Kashimo in Sorcerer Tower Defense. Oh, come on. Oh, hold on. And we have beaten Kashimo. Oh, wow. Come on, please tell me that I got... Yes, I got a lightning fragment. I have my first lightning fragment. That is incredibly peak. I believe that did get me some achievements. Yes, yes. Which means that I can get one of these balls. Okay, cursed crystals. There we go. Holy! We are going to hop on over here. Haste. That is not helpful. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to prep a team for... Okay, first thing I'm going to need, Harvester. Second thing I'm going to need, Kogane. Third thing I'm going to need is Agent. Fourth is going to be, believe it or not, normal Nanami. Fifth is going to be my THO Hikari. Hold on, I am going to take a look at one thing, since there is a better alternative to Hikari, and that is Awakened Bow. I mean, I could... Oh, well, it's not that long. I'll get rid of Kogane, and I'll grab myself an Awakened Fingerbearer. Oh, I'm at 11 subscribers. 11 people have clicked said button. Healthier enemies noted. I'm just gonna lower my graphics. Maybe I should update my graphics sometime. So that has my performance optimized. And we have a Harvester Curse plopped down. And I'm going to place down a sorcerer agent. And I'm going to place down another. I'm not really expecting to get a ton of people here, since the game is, in all fairness, pretty niche. That's also why I've been planning to do a Subnautica stream, Subnautica 2 to be exact. Again, it is just, there are a few games in specific which just tanked in performance recently, however they're like Subnautica and shit. But, guess we're gonna try upgrading Harvester now. The more damage Harvester Curse does, the more money he earns, which is the reason why, for a Harvester Curse, the Honored, Heavenly Restriction is the best thing. Because what it does is it makes your base damage output be multiplied by 2. And then we're just gonna... And, the cost is that you can choose any of the abilities on the side. Like these, which have their own cooldown. However, Harvester Curse doesn't have any of those. Which means it just gets a 200% buff. Almost said boof. And that also means twice the amount of money. It's also the reason that if I have Kogane and Harvester, I always place my Kogane on Harvester. Because Kogane buffs things like attack as well. And with the attack boost and the cooldown being decreased by Kogane, you have just a... just get an insanely overpowered thing. Like, your money generation becomes immense, plus, of course, you boost your damage, which my current damage output is 10k. Usually it's 11k, approximately. And, then you also just do a lot more damage. However, you don't really want him for the damage, you want him for the money. I'm gonna lower my graphics settings to 2 real quick. I don't know why this is even happening, since I have a really good PC. But for some reason, Roblox just tanks all of it. No, well. The thing about streaming as a small YouTuber is you gotta take any viewers you can get. Which is not to mean that I am not appreciative. It's just that if you see somebody hop by and leave, it hurts. Although there are definitely a lot worse things. Like stress or that type of shit. I'm gonna let Nanami handle this one. Remember, this is a base form Nanami. Not even upgraded. Like, this isn't the special grade version of Nanami, this is the mythic version of Nanami. What do you mean the special grade? I remember being so hyped when I got the special grade version of Nanami since the trailer looked so sick. Oh right, at JJK in concert, they played that one song during Nanami's death sequence. Oh good lord. I don't understand why they made Nanami, out of all people, a splash damage dealer though. But they did make his... He has the largest black flash ratio at 10%. I've also been attempting to get the special grade version of Yuji. And no, not Sukuna. I'm talking, like... They took the Yuji from right before... What's it called? Like, right before Mahito died. That's the Yuji that they chose. And then we get 3 crystals. I am going to have to call it for this little part. I'll be back in a bit. Hopefully I'll be seeing you guys then. I think that at that point I am most likely going to be playing Subnautica 2. So, I'll be seeing you guys in a bit. Let's see here. I'm missing 9 of them. No more. For some reason they decided to make all of the latest ones 30. So, these are all 30. That's normal. This has 5 more required charts than normal, but still doable. This grind is genuine torture. I take back what I said, we're doing one more round. And we're gonna try to max out Hikari. We place down the Honored One Hikari. And then I'm going to place Kogane on top of him. for a 5% attack speed boost, 15% damage, 10% range. Like, currently, Kogane's buffs are minimal, but... Hold on, no. Yeah, so there. Alright. Alright. And we got all of that. And we upgrade all of those. Please take note, if I don't immediately see your message, that does not mean I have skipped it, it just means I forgot to look at my laptop. Because my setup is quite literally my monitor in front of me, my microphone right next to my mouse, since that's all the space I have on here. There we go. Becomes a 20% increase. I'm gonna max out that sorcerer agent, and then hopefully within the round I can still... Yes, alright. I completely forgot about zombie curses. And I have maxed out my money production, which means I'm going to place down the anniversary party sorcerer. No, guitar sorcerer. Boom, upgrade to the speakers. Another upgrade to the speakers. A better stage. And then for the final upgrade, bam. And that buffs Sakari even further. Good lord, I am creating a monster. Because this gives a damage buff and a attack speed decrease. This gives a cooldown buff, a damage buff, a money buff, and a range buff. Was I the only one who thought that the Finger Bearers and Hanami looked similar? Like, I for the longest time thought that Hanami was a Finger Bearer. Like, when I was new to JJK, nobody corrected me on it. Oh, well. I also guess that OBS is taking a lot of stuff. Well then, I am going to I'm gonna get going. When I get back, I will do a stream for Subnautica 2. Oh well. I'm gonna get going. So, I'll be seeing you guys later. Until then, enjoy your day. I have also accidentally been recording this, which I did not mean to do. I only meant to stream this. Ha! Rookie mistake. Well, I am a rookie, so I'm just gonna delete that, and then I'm gonna be on my way. But you guys can expect me to be back in about... I think, like... Oh... For me, it's currently 15 minutes past 5. 17 to be exact. So, you can expect me to be back in around half an hour. So, I'll be seeing you guys. Uh, yeah, enjoy your day until then. Don't really know what else to say. See